What's up to all those alone in the zone? It's the Inca slash thinker, John Eli Lopez, back once again on a mission to get you one step closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. And today, I'll be mixing mediums and mixing images. If you'd like to follow along, all you would need is some markers and a color pencil. Okay, so let's get started. The images I'll be mixing today is Rosie the Riveter, the famous We Can Do It image, and Nancy Green, former slave, also known as Aunt Jemima. And I'm mixing these two images in honor of Women's History Month. So I really wanted to show you guys that anytime you are thinking of what you can add to challenge your skills or to, enhance your sketchbook, mixing mediums, mixing images, all helps build your creativity, right? So this just popped in my head and I just went for it. I uh, looked at both of those images and I used them as my reference, of course, and I just went for it. And of course, the pencil game, you got to get that initial sketch in, and you see it's coming together. I have the placement where I'm putting the head and the clenched fist. All of that is coming together. So when you're doing things like this, it leads to something you don't even know how you don't really know what the end result will look like because you're mixing mediums and you're mixing images that has not been mixed. So you are definitely venturing into uncharted territories, but you will be left with something creative because you did it. So just go for it. Mix mediums and mix images. And as you see, we are getting that Aunt Jemima face. Once I have that in, I jump straight into the markers. And I have about two different shades of brown markers. I have the dark brown here. I'm getting in first. And I'm just making sure I'm putting in, where the dark areas is. And now I'm coming with my dark blue because the shirt she's wearing is blue. So I'm getting in those dark areas first. And that's what's fun about, mixing mediums. It's you're going to have to just bring it all together. It's like getting the pieces and then bringing it all together. So there we go. I'm getting the red in there. And the markers I'm using here are some Sharpie markers. Not expensive blending markers. And then we are coming here with the red-orange color on top of that red. I left some circles there for the head tie she has on, for the pattern on that. And you got to keep in mind when you're doing something like that, not all of them are perfectly not perfect circles, so you want to make sure and keep some stretched out, bending with the fabric. And here we go. On top of her shirt, I'm coming with a lighter blue marker. So my first initial thoughts was just make sure I get all the marker work in, because then that would leave me with knowing where I need to go. So the shirt there, I got the two blues in, and now I'm coming with the lighter blue color pencil on top of that. And this is where it begins to bring everything together. So now I'm coming with the darker blue color pencil, similar to the first blue that I did. But the cool thing about color pencils, you control the tones. So, you're coming on top of the marker with that. You control the how deep the depths are with the color. So you bring it as close as you could to the marker, and then you start to transition away. And that's how you are going to be able to blend these things together. And now I'm coming here with the lighter brown. And as I said before in previous videos, you don't want to work something up, one part up too much and neglect the other pieces, because then you'll be stuck trying to get everything to match at the end. So, when you have one area building up, you move on to the next one and try to build them up together. So we got that lighter brown coming in there, and that's basically the base tone for overall skin tone. Everything else would bounce off of that, would be the highlights, and already have the dark areas in. Alright, so you want to think of it like that too. Getting that base tone down, and then everything else will play off of that, and it'll make your life much easier. There we go. I'm just getting all that in there. And this is all trial by error. Get some of that dark brown under there, reflecting off her hand pulling up that shirt there. The rag on her forehead will have a little shadow under there. You have to start, thinking of where the shadow would be. Because, you're working with light and shadow. And remember, reference material will only give you but so much. There's certain areas you might not see that you have to trust and, work it out yourself. And now I'm coming in with more of like a creamish peach and getting the highlighted areas. And making sure that is in. Some red for the nail, a nail that is showing. And now we come in with the color pencil, and it's similar to the brown that I put, and similar to the shirt, matching it up with the marker tone and then blending out. So when you're doing something like this, you want to have similar tones with the material, with the mediums that you are matching up. So that way it'll make blending much easier. So we need to tone down these highlighted areas. And as you see, I'm coming over them now with that brown that I had. And that's just going to make the transitional tones just look a little more natural and believable. Now, you really want to try to stay away from hard edges unless that's what the material or object calls for. But when you're doing something like skin, it's rare you would find these hard edges unless it's nails and things like that. It's usually softer transitions. And now I'm coming with the black color pencil lightly on top, and that is just gonna, try to merge everything together, all the tones. And it's just bringing everything together. Here we go. That black is just bringing everything together. Getting the wrinkles there in the head tie. And that just adds to the effect of the the warp circles in the head tie. And remember, when you're coming with something like the black and adding the shadows, you want to spread that out throughout the entire piece, because then one area would stick out and either be too dark, or just the tones will draw the eye there. You don't want one area to take focus. You want it to spread out through the entire piece. That's why I'm making sure and getting that black all over. And now on top of that, I'm coming back with the brown color pencil. Just blending everything up together. To certain areas that might look too black, you want to make sure you know try to get the browns to cover that a bit. And spread it out. Spread it out. It's coming together. And there you have it, folks. We are done. Very nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some value from it. If you did, throw a fist at that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment. Any feedback is appreciated. So until next time, John Eli Lopez signing out. Y'all be good and be safe.